Alright, here we go. I was having a little bit of trouble there. For some reason, it was not wanting to create a broadcast and start streaming. Alright, give me just a second. Alright, so I'm trying to get... Oh, wait, hold on. I seem to have two microphones going on at the same time. I'm trying to fix a setting here, and it's not wanting to let me do it. Oh my goodness, come on. So let me try to add this one more time. I did not want to add a video capture device. I'm sorry, OBS is acting stupid on me. Give me a moment. I do not want a new layout. I want a new item in the layout. Okay, if OBS wants to be stupid, it can be that. All right, switching over. There we go. All right. Well, at least we got this going. Okay. There are unsaved changes. Do you want to keep them at sure, I guess? Okay, this is not wanting to work with me, so looks like we'll have to go without background music, which is fine. But, so we are continuing to work on a video game, and one of the goals that I want to have for this is to have death animations for my bad guys here. And because I don't want to clog up the CPU with data that comes from keeping bodies around whenever they've fallen over, I want to basically make it to where they blow up and they disappear. So I'm going to create a death animation, and I'm going to program into my events saying whenever the animation is the plan. So I'm going to create like kind of a pose, and I'm going to have an explosion that goes over it, and hopefully this will all work out well. Hopefully. So let's see. Let's just get these last couple frames here from 40 to 47. Let's get this going here. Let's see about rotating this. Nope. Not, that ain't the way to do it. Let's see. Let's go to... Oh, here we go. Go to the bone properties. You could probably tell I've not made any progress on this over the last week or so. Sometimes I only get so much time. And right now, we're kind of getting to where we're preparing for some shows here this summer. And so rehearsing and trying to make sure I have all the stems together so that we can play, trying to reach out to people and trying to make arrangements with other people that may or may not play with us during these different shows. That's kind of been taking priority over everything else. But let's see. Let's see about rotation here. Not quite. That's not how I want it to go. Okay. So we will set this like that. Oh, both Sophie and Bean are in here? Oh, goodness, they're fighting. Well, so far, it's not bad. I just hope that it doesn't get bad. So we're going to give that 4 frames for it to fall back. Yeah, like fall back, lean back like that. And location, I think we're going to have it draw back just a little bit as well so that it doesn't stretch. Yeah, so it's leaning back there properly. Let me move in a little closer so that people can see. Actually, I'm going to move these keyframes over just a little bit. So 45, that should do it. And then for the head, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have this bad boy tilted back. And then we're going to have the arms kind of reach out, rotate out as well. So I'm going to select this forearm. And what's our... That's outward rotation. Okay. Then we're going to do the same with this arm. I think it's on the Y rotation. Cool. And then the next thing I need to do is with the... you know what? I'm just going to keep the eyes as is. I know that's a detail that works out, but just for the sake of things being easier, I'm not going to go too crazy with... Okay, that's better. Whoa, 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 whoa. Huh, okay. Okay, so it wasn't X we were wanting to do. Was it Y? No, it wasn't Y. I guess it was Z. So that, and then we'll move... All right. Hold on, I gotta let a cat out. Bean was like, oh no, she's kicking my butt. I gotta get out of here. All right. All right, and so I'm going to short little PNG sequence. Make sure everything in the render window is looking good. Up. We're going to create a new file just for the sake of organization. We'll just call it die. Accept. Make sure that this rendering is in... Use RGBA. Yes. Okay. And it's only going to be a couple frames anyway, so... Yeah, 7 frames. So it's render animation. And hopefully... Oh, okay, hold on. Close window, because we need to turn off this extra light here. Let's try this one more time. Render animation. So it bends back, and then that's where it's supposed to have the explosion. That comes in on the final frame, and that's what I'm going to add artificially later. So close window, so now we know what to do with that. We are saving the project on this. While we're at it, let's also open the creeper one and make a death animation for that one. Okay, so we are going to... this is pose mode, and we don't... I don't think we have... Going in the front. Oh, we do. Okay. Object mode. No, we're in. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm following now. Pose mode. All right. We're good. We're good now. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky because it's not... I've not made this to where many of the bones are actually connected, so I'm gonna have to do this a little more manually. Well, first off, let's have a quick animation for whenever there's something like whenever... So when the creeper touches the player, that's when it gives damage, and I would like to have some sort of motion it makes to where it seems like it's biting or piercing. So we're going to... take these. Let's see, how are they going to... Whoops. Nope. Oh, that's rotation. Never mind. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. And it's going to be with Y, so we're going to give that. Give it, I don't even want to give it. Maybe 5 frames. Maybe 5 frames. And we're going to just move this forward. And we're going to take the rest of these with them. Wait. Oh. Okay. So back to 60 there. Okay. Huh. Okay. This is going to be a little tougher than I thought. That's probably because I didn't apply inverse kinematics. So, yeah, that's probably the reason why. Yeah, so I am kind of in for it. So let's see. 5 forward. Let's move this whole thing forward. But then what I gotta do is I have to shoot. So I guess location, everything is gonna be given that. Shoot, I am like all over the place on this. Maybe the bite animation just needs to wait. And let's just try a death animation, because at least it doesn't require I have the creeper move from the place that it's at. So, this is what we're going to do. We are going to have the creeper move downward. So, Z. And we're just only going to give it maybe 10 frames. Z downward. And probably even some rotation. So let's set the Y rotation to where it's turned this way. And then okay. So now we have, so let's work with this. Yeah, this is going to be a little tougher than I thought. Probably better thing to do is okay. And this just might be what I do. So the rotation is going to be on the x-axis. Okay, yeah. So we're going to set that. And then the location, I'm not mistaken, is still going to be on the Y local axis. So we're going to bring this down. Yeah, I think that works. Oh, gosh. Okay, that kind of looks like it works. I need to go into the weight paint mode because something just isn't right here. Object mode. Weight paint mode. Yeah. I am not sure what this was supposed to... Whoops. Mode. Okay, apparently the back of the eyes here did not get weight given to them, so I'm going to fix that. Whoops. I don't want to give it to the wrong thing. Okay, this is... I have a whole lot, having gone through this journey as I have been experiencing it so far, it's like you get a whole new respect for people who do game development, because this can get confusing and tiresome. All right, pose mode, back into that. So going along here. Okay, cool. We need to have this same thing happen. Rotate. Let's see. I think this is rotation on the Y vertex. Yeah. We'll probably even have this... probably even have this rotate another way as well, just to make the other leg feel a little different. So here, and we'll probably also rotate... No. Yeah, we could do that. Oh, that's the wrong one anyway. So set that back to 0. We will start a keyframe there. Move it. Do a little bit of rotation. And then we will take its location. Move along on the Y local. Yep. All right, that makes it look different. So it's breaking down there. And then the back legs, we need to have those move at least somewhat. One can just rotate upwards and kind of angle like that, because why not? So 160. And we'll move it up on the Y local, just like we have with the other ones. Let's see. We're probably gonna have to move the rotation on that just a little bit more. And then, let's see. We'll move that as well. I mean, obviously, we got to start with location. So we'll bring this down. And we'll try to move this over just a little bit because it does have... And we're going to do something different with this one. We're going to make it slide backwards some. So how exactly would this rotate? Okay. So we're going to start off with this, move over a bit, and then we will rotate. Cool. And that way it looks like it's something breaking down. And then we want a few frames afterwards for the hold frames, so we'll move that. Make sure everything in the render window is as we want. RGBGA, PNG sequence, yada, yada, yada. And the camera is where we want it. So let's make sure that we know where we're wanting to put this. All right, yeah, that is a walk cycle. We will do another creeper animation. Okay, we will do another folder for this. Die, not dwy. Rename. All right, die, accept. Render animation. Cool, falls over. We'll save that. Quit, and then something I am predicting I'm gonna have to do. Oh gosh, are you really gonna be difficult right now? Oh my god. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. OBS is being a turd right now. Oh, goodness. Sure, okay. Oh, goodness. Great. Now OBS is not letting me change the properties. Okay, give me a moment. I am working on... I'm going to try to get some... trying to get some explosion frames And we'll just try to work with that because I don't know what else to do. So right now, I know you can't see it, but I am taking pictures from a video, and the video has a green screen, and I am going to be basically taking frames from this explosion and overlaying them on my bad guys. So that, you know, the explosion effect at least has the illusion of happening. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Looks like that is about as good as it's going to get. We'll open Affinity. Oh, okay. At least this works. We're going to do 1920 by 1080p. Boom. Transparent background, and then we're just gonna load all of the explosion screenshots into here. So pardon me as I move this over to another window and then drop all of these green frames in here one by one. Okay. I think this is the start, so we are going to work with that. Actually, no, this document needs to be resize document. Needs to be, oh, what were the dimensions? Oh, come on. What is it? What is it? 1520 by... Oh, I know. I just open up Blender. No. Not Blender. Gdevelop. That's what it is. Just open up Gdevelop real quick. Let that data tell me what it is. All right, what's our camera properties looking like? Properties, resolution 1400 by 1050. Okay. I'm going to close this. We'll work on that a little later. But 1400 by 1050. Resize. We will get this back though. All right, and then we will use the flood erase tool with a tolerance of, what was it, 50%? Okay. Now, we're probably going to need a tolerance of, like, let's try 30. Not bad. A little more like, let's try 36. You can still see the green spill a little bit. 40. Does all right. Let's do an inner and outer glow to kind of hide those edges. We are going to get some bright yellow, maybe. We need to feather this. That's what needs to happen. Gonna close that window. Let's see. Maybe if I select the whole thing. Selection range feather. Okay, here we go. Apply. Oh, interesting. Let's try this again. All right, select feather. Do like a small radius. Apply that. Not quite. Let's see. Because, like I said, this, let's try to, like, make this work. All right. This is probably where the green spill is going to be even more obvious. But we'll see. I mean, we're going to have to roll with this in order to make something to make it work. Oh yeah, that green spill is... Why do we have a tolerance of 15? Like, I had that sucker all the way up at 40 earlier. Okay, that's decent. That could work. I'm trying to think of ways that I can get rid of the green spill. What I could probably do is... Oh, wait. I think I know what I can do. So... Let's see about a... Do an HSL mask specific for this. We will... So we'll do like a hue shift. And just stamp out that green. And then for... What's with the rest of that mask? We'll kind of erase that. Leaving only the edges. And preserve, you know, what we wanted from that initial explosion photo. That's my idea, the idea behind it anyway. I think that green spill is still there to an extent, but there's only so much I can do. All right, we'll take a copy of this and we'll bring it over to the other explosion there, or the other explosion frame. And then we're gonna... Oh, hi, Sophie. Nice to come in. Nice for you to come and say hi. Oh, girl. Honestly, this one is not too bad. We'll still do like a hue and saturation mask and just get a little bit of that spill out. Whoops. Oh, Sophie, come on. Oh, she's sitting on the cord of my headphones. All right. Close that. We'll get these edges here. All right. So what are we looking at here? All right, this needs to be keep this going. HSL. Just kind of get that green out. And just keep working to stamp that out. Let's see, we might even be able to just like desaturate this some and get away with it as well. Ow. Please be careful, Sophie. That hurts. No, the desaturation doesn't really work. Oh, I can make it look a little darker, though. Alright, that's about as good as I can do it. So let's work on this. Export. We're going to export this to projects. PS1 textures. Explosion. Exp1. No, not 3. Dang it. Export, we're going to do X2. Yes, I do want to replace that. Five. Six. And 7. Okay, and we will save as in same spot because explosion 1. Close this out, and then we'll try to get this thing going in gdevelop. Oh goodness, come on. Please don't be dumb on me. It is not letting me fix anything. Come on. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, guys. But granted, there hasn't been a lot of people here during this live stream, so I might just cut it off right here because it's been a lot of me just fighting with it all. But I'm probably just gonna cut it off here. I know that some people usually come in at the last minute, but between let me reset this and see about trying to jump on again. Give me just a moment.